The law of first mention. If you have a dream, you see something, look at when it was mentioned before. What was it related to? Simple. Then the most important one is you pray about it. As you write the dreams, pray about it. Pray for it or pray against it. Lastly, anytime you have a dream and it occurs again and again, please don't take it for granted. It is a pattern. And it is not that it wants to repeat itself, it wants to force itself to happen. That's the truth. There are people, let me be frank with you, there are people that have become professors in life. There are people that have helped people in life that nobody helped them back. There are people that have done so much good to people, yet again there is nothing they can account for. There are people that no matter what they do, nobody will bless them. There are people that suffer to get what they are getting, while there are other people that favor happen to them. Simple. See, when you discover what happened to your father, what happened to your mother happening to you, and it's somehow is looking as if it's reoccurring again and again, and now God is giving you a dream and a vision in line with that, don't joke with it. I know why I'm telling you this. Do you know that every pattern and causes need a reference? Yes. When Abraham took his wife to Pharaoh, right? When he reached there, he said, Sarah is not his wife. Sarah is his sister. Isaac was in his womb. And when Isaac was manifested by the spoken word of an angel to tell you that he was a pure child, Isaac went and entered the land of Abimelech. And he still say, what's that lady name? What's Isaac's wife? He said that she's also his sister. How can what the father said, the son is saying the same thing? Sometimes causes and patterns can be real. Mothers, sometimes some of the things you went through and you are sure that your mother went through, now tell your daughter. There are some women, mothers that were raped. It's a pattern. Their mother too were raped. Them too, their child is also going through the same thing. You can tell your child that this is what has happened to, because you know, sometimes we don't want to tell our children if I born child today, I will tell my child, say, oh, I smoke before, I drink. My wife now number 9, I be number 10. So there is every chance, say, before you carry microphone, say Jesus is Lord, you would have been an apostle of the devil. But I found mercy, you may not find mercy. So because of that, be careful the way you trade your path. Do you know, as simple as maybe you can say virginity, your mother might have lost her virginity at the age of 17. Your grandmother, your mother too, the same thing. You man, you don't read that stage. Be like, say, devil don't they? That's what it be. Even this spirituality, what we they say, ask your father, you go shock, you say, your father, when he was 25 years old, he was in his apex. He was on fire for God. But before he reached 30 years old, he backslid. He cannot explain. You know they happen with time again. It's a pattern. And God may be showing you these 2 dreams. That in your village, everybody that goes, no matter where they go to, they can go abroad, come everywhere and come back. I went to do a crusade in the Kina Kingdom many years ago. When we went for that crusade, do you know that in that crusade environment, I met some people that went abroad. They went abroad. When they finished schooling abroad, they came back home and they are farming in the village. I'm not trying to say farming, I farm. But I'm just trying to, with all the certificate this person have, do you know what it means to go abroad and come back? There were other people. I met one guy. That guy got scholarship, used his brain, wrote scholarship, went abroad. They deported him and he came back. There are people that no matter how you do, they can't cross the boundary of Nigeria. Immediately they go and get passport, they will get sick. If you get passport, they will get visa. 5 of them can submit, they will reject this one. And if you check, their father no fit cross border. Them too no go fit cross border. There are many of you that have been dreaming, seeing yourself abroad, seeing yourself here, seeing yourself there, and it looks as if it's impossible. Check. Maybe your parent went through the same thing. I wrote WAEC and NECO more than 10 times. I did not pass. My sister, elder sister, wrote more than 10 times. She could not pass. Yes. Rejoice, the one following me, she too wrote about 3 or 4 times. Israel, Prof, that one that prayed like me, Prof, had to receive several times. I discovered it was a pattern. It's very okay for you to allow pattern to continue. If you check, most of the things you are going through now, your parents went through them. They may not tell you, but they went through them. That's why sometimes it's good for us to tell our children our battles, so that they know how to fight it more better and apply wisdom. Do you realize that, sorry to say this, if you are born into a broken home, there is every chance you too have a broken home. Oh, you don't know? You don't know? Do you know that if you are born out of wedlock, there is every chance you give birth to a child of wedlock? Do you know if your mother born you not properly married, do you know you too, you may be like that? This one, I don't like this talk again. That's why we have to pray. Because some of you are already dreaming and seeing yourself giving the lady belly. Check very well. Now so they give your mama belly when they born you. And you are foolish enough because right now you are with a lady that you are about to give her belly. And you don't know. You think it's lost. You think it's feeling. You think it's emotion. It's a pattern. That is a dream waiting to happen by force. Do you know that most times, most people that their grandmother divorced their father, their mother too may be separated. Them too, there's every time. You will just wake up one day on your own. I know a woman that was married. On her own, one day she carried her clothes and went back home. No fight, nothing. They say she's just tired of marriage. How can you be tired of marriage? What did make you marry first before? But that pattern that is against ensuring that this thing work, we always find it way forward again. And if you check very well, those things happen to the person in dream first before they come to reality. How many of us have touched money? Maybe your father used to be so wealthy before. Suddenly something careless happened, your father became broke. You too, you have touched money so much, and now your life don't suffer one kill. One of my, I call children's friends, one of my friends called me. Say, Papa, he may be watching. Now your story at the talk. Papa, I say there's a problem. I said, what's the problem, young man? Say, Papa, me and Sapa, we are brothers. I say, what is Sapa? I don't even know anything with this Sapa thing. Say, there's no one shishi. I need somebody that is so blessed. My question is, how did this money disappear? And the person cannot account for it. If I give you 10 million naira now, sir, and you can tell me how you spend it, I salute you for your budget. But if I give you 10 million naira now, you can't tell me how you spend it, you're a fool. It's a cost. Money don't just disappear like that. Money is spent or money is wasted. If you waste it, you won't know how it went. If you spend it, you can give an account how you spend it. How many of us have touched millions? We can't account for it. How many? Be wise. Some of the dreams you're already having, looking as if you return back to penury, may happen if you don't wake up and challenge it like nothing. That's the truth. You are not the first that God did with. You will not be the last. There were people that rose mightily and went down like nothing. Something brought them down. And sometimes they must have perceived it through a dream, through a vision. There are some of us, peradventure, your mother went through a lot before she got married, suffered before she got married. or peradventure your mother never even had it was hard to get married in your family. Is almost an impossible thing. Check your life, it's beginning to look the same, and devil will do his best to give you the mindset that you believe it, and give you a lot of examples to believe it, and you will remain like that again and again. If you are not careful, your dreams will bring so much fear in regards to that. You feel if you marry you will die, or if you feel if you marry you may something bad will happen, or if you marry you will divorce. If you marry, how can you live your life with so much fears like that? You have to know that it's a pattern trying to happen again and again. Just like that, you wake up, you are thinking, I will fail, my academy, I will fail, this exam I write, I will fail. You have not written yet, you are saying you will fail. You have not even started, you say, but there is a pattern forcing, giving you nightmare, giving you dreams, putting fear in you that you will fail, that it will not happen, that this will go bad. You have to challenge that thing as much as possible. You are about to travel, and every time is fear, it's fear, it's fear. Somebody was giving scholarship to go abroad. He said he will not go. Why? He's afraid that if he climb plane, he will crash. If he climb plane will crash. That he saw the other day, they say a plane crash and 100 people die. Okay, plane fly every day. Why will the plane wait for you to crash that day? Do you know that the safest mode of transportation is plane? It's true. More people die by road accident every day than by plane. But there is one unnecessary fear. I can't go, I can't go. But you wrote this exam and they give you this scholarship. Say no, they go. How can that person become great in life? How can that person become something? Because you must travel beyond the shores of using your car or using train. But the fear, I can't fly. Some of these things are the same thing that kept your parents in the village. Are the same thing that kept. Lastly, there are some of us that God have told us do a business. There are all kinds of inspirations, ideas, but you have buried them. The same way your mother buried it, same thing. You too, you are burying it. In your dreams, you are hearing it will fail, it will not work, and you are the most qualified. Some of the people that are doing some of these things are not even as qualified as you are thinking. Others will do it, you will see that this thing is not good, but you know something is burying you. Some of you, the same way your father could not launch out a ministry, that's how you too cannot launch out. Some of you, one album, sing one single. Do you know you can count the number of songs Ebuka sang? You can count the number of songs Kestrin sang. When Kestrin sang Gashina, that's all. Imagine if he never sang Gashina. When Kestrin, I remember when that young man went to studio to sing Gashina, there was no keyboard. The keyboard spoiled that day. Because that time they used to use one of our guys, Jake's Hingawe, the HOD of Koinonia worship in Zaria now. Hingawe. That's where them Doen. Kestrin used to play guitar for Doen when Doen is singing. Doen released albums because that time they were like, kind of say, because he was older than them. Doen is not your mate. But at the tail end, that fear was in many of them. But Kestrin, when that the keyboard was not working well, he just carried his lead and he just did acoustic one. Now that acoustic one, everybody here. Before them, Nathan Ebasi, the rest called Nathan Ebasi sing that song in Hallelujah Challenge. Everybody starts searching before he now did a good one. How many songs did Ebuka did? He just carried microphone. I will pray in his room, and everybody starts singing. I will pray. What if he remain in the fear of he will not sing it? How many songs are locked up in your womb that you have refused to sing? Fear of the unknown is burying you. That was the same way they buried your mother. That was the same way they buried the destiny of everybody connected to your lineage. How many of us will have never have risen because there was a mass burial? Rise up on your feet in 2 minutes and pray and say, oh God, that which you have seen me, that which you have shown me, that which you have told me, it will come to pass. You are just about to do a program, suddenly you become broke. Just when you want to set up a program, you are broke. Every time you used to have money, when you want to go to studio to record a song, you are broke. Something is wrong. When you want to take the major step, you have been so blessed with the money. When you want to start the business, suddenly everything vamoose. Why are you a victim of Ponzi scheme again and again? Check again. Why is it that you are always having bad business deal? Bad business deal. Maybe your father had the same. Ask God, oh God, I break through these chains of operations. The limitations of my family will not limit me. I break through the curses. I break through the patterns. Jesus died for this sake. Thank God we are still in the Easter season. Ask the Lord and say, oh God,